Inflation leading indicators data is not derived solely from the CPI numbers. More importantly, we must consider what drives these CPI numbers. By understanding this, we should be able to stay ahead of the mass market. And looking through the past trends, we can observe that the CPI numbers and the agriculture commodities tend to move in tandem. In this discussion, we will explore why agriculture commodities are an effective tool for projecting inflation direction and examine where these commodities may be heading. I'm Kun Hao. My work in this channel is to study behavior science in finance, discover correlation between different markets, and uncover potential opportunities. Before I get into today's subject, please take some time to read the disclaimer. Why agriculture commodities is an effective tool for projecting inflation trend. Here is an illustration. In a financial crisis, we can live without driving a car, but we cannot live without food. Corn, wheat, soybean oil, and soybean meal that is used for animal feeds form the foundation of the food that we consume. Therefore, when these prices start to rise, we will feel the impact most directly. And let's look at this chart, the cluster of commodities, agriculture prices. Among these commodities, which one is moving first? And will that trigger other to follow suit? Once again, historical trend shows that these commodity trends move in tandem. When this happens, the data feed into the basket of indicators that ultimately shape the CPI figures and reported in various publications. Central banks will then make decisions based on this published data point. Let's see which commodities is leading right now. As we could see, it moved in tandem over the period of in history, in fact. But now I just want to check which is pivoting up, and I'm indicating here that we could see that it hit a peak of high here. It trended down over the last 2 years, and it seems to me that the corn is pivoting up right now. Let's look a little bit more intimately on the corn market itself. And before that, we get into the technical. Let's look at some fundamental here. And the tick for tech tariff may be just at this beginning. So we may have read that this week on 10th of March, China tariffs on U.S. agricultural products take effect. And one of it is corn. In fact, this is a quarterly chart. And over the last half a year, the corn market have formed a support and is moving up. And let's look at the technical, the main trend where corn is heading. And I'm pretty sure that all this news will keep on surfacing from time to time. But technically, it seems to me that the market has prepared for this to come and is showing some sign here. And what we're seeing here is the 3-month chart, quarterly chart. And typically, I like to use this trend line, and we could see that it formed a very nice primary uptrend line. And over this period, we also saw that it's forming this secondary uptrend line very beautifully. And the quarter, which is the last 2 quarters, which would be from, let me see here, that would be this quarter, last quarter, and that would be the third quarter of 2024. It touches this secondary uptrend line very beautifully, and it closed with a very classic hammer. So technically, I'm saying that the corn just formed a trough and it's about to move up. So my question is, I'll always look at the relationship between a cluster of all these agriculture products. If one pick up, will the rest move? And I believe that the tick for tech on tariff is just at the beginning. The rest of the commodities may take the lead from corn subsequently, and that will feed into the basket of data that produce the CPI. And this CPI, this is where the Fed, the board member will look at it very intimately and make a decision on whether to hike the interest rate or ease the interest rate, and that will produce volatility to the stock market or businesses itself. And the agency will gather all these commodities data and publish it as CPI numbers that we read. Therefore, to stay ahead of the mass market, these basket of commodities, the agricultural commodities, should be useful for us to keep monitoring them. We cannot perfectly time the market, but it is possible to get the market timing right. The market are always telling us on their next move. Stay tuned for my coming tutorial. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Join us in our weekly case study and discussion. Click on my profile icon or description below to find out more. Feel free to leave any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you on what is about to come. Really happy that you stay through this tutorial. You have many great trading weeks ahead.